Hello again, YouTube. Hope all of you are well. Today, I'll review Potion Royal Black by Dsquared. Um, Here's the bottle. Um, nice, black, classy, simple. Nothing special, just really well made. For the most part, it's about leather and incense with rose. Um, Very well made, not too complex. Um, the ingredients complement each other very well. You've got this smoky Gaiac wood, and that supports the incense. The incense is thick, it's rich, very smooth. Um, Works very well with the leather, um, sweet leather, which is echoed with a sweet rose. Um, it's been done before, but it's got its own spin. From the rose, it's a candied rose. It's not a fresh one. Um, so when somebody smells you, uh, it gives them another aspect they haven't smelled before. I think from start to finish, you get uh, a linear but sumptuous incense and leather that smells sweet as you come closer. Um, the sweetness gets more definition. The rose isn't natural, but it's a candied one, which to me at least brings mine to me at least. So rose, Turkish delight, um, and a scent I know does that. Um, I'm pretty sure, and it reminds me. Sort of half of this fragrance is Serge Lutin's Rahat Lukum. Uh, Very hard to come by unless you are in Paris, which sucks. Uh, Rose Turkish Delight, if you ever had any. Um, it's covered in sugar. It's very, very sweet. You can have one or two pieces, normally with like a cup of tea or something, but you can't have too much of it, it's too sweet. Um, and there's an aspect to the scent which I think for some will be put off by it. It's oh, chucking things away here. Um, it might be too sweet. Some have said to me a little bit feminine. I don't get it, but um, I can see why some people might get a bit of a feminine vibe out of it. Uh, Between the sweetness of the leather with the rose. Um, Very good longevity and projection. Projection is a little bit on the modest side, which I think is fine. A nice scent bubble. I think if it was bigger and bolder, it'll be too much. Like Turkish delight, too sweet, too much. The incense and the leather does temper it. It's not um, it's not amen gourmand sweet. Uh, it's more of sort of sweet like violets can be. Um, uh, I think it's more interesting than most designers for the price. It's the same price as a good hefty Dior or Chanel, but um, they won't make anything like this. Um, Nobody for the price uh, is going to do anything that would smell like it, um, and it smells good. It smells quality. You're going to have to spend two, three, four times the price. Whether it's for you, um, it's a different thing. Um, what does it make me feel? What's an image I get from it? Um, is imagine sitting in a room. Um, You have a table in front of you. Um, you've got a big old tray of rose Turkish delight, uh, and you're smoking on a shisha, and the pipe that you hold on is one of those fancy ones. It's covered in leather, and you just get the aroma of smoke and incense um, with the leather, um, and all you're thinking about is tucking into those Turkish delights. Um, uh, I do wish the rose smelt a little bit more natural. It's a little bit sweet on top of the leather for me, but I still like it. It's just my own preference. Um, I normally prefer um, a Turkish delight rosy scent to maybe be an edible gourmand, or for them to perhaps go with um, an incense uh, Middle Eastern style that's just supported with a Middle Eastern rose. But if they did that, a lot of people would say, it's been done before, but not at this price range, which is low comparatively to most. So, um, again, despite that sounding like a negative, for the money you can't knock it. If it's for you or not, that's a separate thing again. Um, Versatility is a little bit hindered because of its uniqueness. A lot of people compared it to, not a lot of people actually, I just saw one person on Fragrantica, but I do agree with him, because that's the first thing that I thought of when I smelt it. Tom Ford Tuscan leather. You do get a lot of this soft leather with a little bit of a soft incense on top of it, and instead of a raspberry, it's a rose. And like a lot of people said of Tuscan leather, um, it's great. It's just not very wearable, and a lot of people are looking for cheaper alternatives to Tuscan leather because they want to get more bang for their buck. Just because they don't wear it often, this is a little bit more money than some of those very much cheaper alternatives, but it's also more unique. So substituting that rose for the raspberry and Tuscan leather, I can see people liking it or not liking it. I don't see a lot of people in the middle. I see it as a good sort of spring, autumn, evening scent, bit casual, because it is a little bit unique. Um, I, I don't see it really as an office scent or a daytime scent, not even as a date scent. I think um, some people find it a bit challenging. I'm all up for sort of guys wearing ladies' frags and rose. It's just a unique take on it that some people just won't get. Um, I think it does a little bit better for me in warm weather. I think it amps up the incense, and there's a touch of something acrid and spicy in the back. It's a tiny touch, and I actually wish that there was a little bit more of it. I think that would balance it out um, for me. But again, for the money, absolutely sterling job. Um, so I said it's similar to Tuscan leather a little bit. Um, if you got a little bit more money, a more balanced composition that I think is lovely is Oud Isfahan by the private Dior line. Um, it's got a more natural rose, which is one of the things I wish about this. And it's got that slightly, don't want to say powdery, but drier Dior um, base, which I really love. Um, this is a little bit richer, a bit smoother. Um, also brings to mind a little bit Amouage's Opus 4, which is sweeter. It's also more acrid, more spicy. There's a tang there that with the sweetness is lovely. Um, it's a bit more berry-like than rose, but um, I've only learned that after a little bit of time of sniffing both. I had a decant of the Opus, um, and at first the resemblance was striking, but it's also more complex and yeah, about 5 times the money. So overall, I think it's a winner. Um, overall, Royal Black is a definite try for me, especially when the evenings get a little bit warmer, but not summer nights. Um, adds versatility to your collection, especially if you're on a budget. Um, hope you guys found it useful. Hope you liked it. Rate, comment, subscribe. You know what to do. And I'll catch you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.